to regularize the Edo and Ondo governorship primary schedule of the Action People's Party, a political party of which I am the chairman. Following my adoption, I was shown a petition authored and engineered by the lawless Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila and the Clerk of the House of Representatives, forwarding a resolution of the House where the police was directed to arrest me following comments I made about the shady attempt to pass the Control of Infectious Disease Bill. Comments that I strongly, and I repeat, I strongly stand on, for which even in international and local fora we have been commended for standing against the plot of using our legislature to pursue sinister objectives. However, before my arrest and abduction, which had no warrant of arrest, I had challenged the setting up of a kangaroo ad hoc committee by the Speaker, against whom I made the comment, as the law forbids him to be a judge in his own case, and the conduct of the Hen Nwanwoba committee, which sat and purported to have concluded this investigation without ever inviting me, and the committee sat only once in public and ran away on the day of my so-called appearance, only to go to Gbajabiamila's bedroom to take what they said is evidence from him. The treacherous conduct of Hen Nwanwoba, who chaired the Kangaroo Ad Hoc Committee, and other opposition lawmakers like Ndudu Elumelu, Igarewe, and Goroke, who have turned into double agents for the crumbling APC government in the House, led by a dishonest speaker, will be discussed in full after meeting with our alliance partners. I also sought to protect my fundamental rights, which were likely to be breached by the unlawful conduct of the Speaker, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and the Nigerian Police and the State Security Services were all parties to the suit. The both courts granted certain orders, including restraining the police in clear terms from arresting or detaining me in any manner, or give effect to the very resolution of the House which had been forwarded to the Police Inspector General. Despite that these orders were served on the House and the police, they both in flagrant disobedience authored the petition and still arrested me. When I was asked to make my cautionary statement by the police, I wrote that there was a valid and substituting order of the courts, which I would not aid them to violate, as their act of arresting me was unlawful and illegal. I hereby seize this opportunity to restate our commitment to the struggle for the liberation of Nigeria. This illegal detention is one of the numerous benefits of being a soldier of truth and apostle of the rule of law. We were not cowed, neither did we negotiate, nor trade off our right to free speech as our oppressors desired. We have come out stronger and more determined. If only the adversary knew that the groundswell of support and show of love would have prepared us better, they would not have gone this route. We will continue to speak for good governance, rule of law, and constitutionality, and the shackles of the iron gate of the oppressor can never stop us. It is on that note that I wish to inform you of the formal commencement of public interest actions to ensure accountability and uphold good leadership both at the executive and legislative arm. We are coming out hotter and harder. And like Oshimola will say, when we hit harder. And the iron bars and the chains of the oppressors cannot stop us. It cannot stop us. The insecurity, leadership incapacitation, a country on autopilot, a parliament that has been turned into a parliamentary babysitting home for the executive because of the tainted leadership of one man called Femi Gbajabiamila shall be our focus in the coming days. I am finally out, stronger and determined to fight on, and so resolute that even with a gun on my head, I cannot abandon the struggle with my brothers to wake up incapacitated leaders and their political hallelujah boys to their responsibility. Dear Nigerians, you stood with us, and for your sake, our voices will rise higher this time until the oppressors and their comfort zones of evil are demolished, and those who are given presidential power but have gone into their bedroom to be sleeping will wake up, and a people-centered leadership elected at all levels. Until all this is done, there will be no retreat, no surrender. Thank you all.